when BJP is standing with the kid, why and how they are saying that things are not happening in their favor? How does a resignation will stop the leak of a paper? Colin Gonsalves is a notorious lawyer who filed a mercy petition for 2611 Pakistani terrorist Ajmal Kasab. A girl has been raped or assaulted. What will you say? Please find my killer. Or what you will say? You will ask Amit Shah to...
Hi, Anuja.
Hi, Sanya. How are you?
I'm good. And I have to tell you one thing, Anuja. I
Yes.
have seen so many people over the years, and I can tell you, you are one of the few. I wouldn't say one only, but one of the few who is humble, approachable. And for me, you are close to my heart only with this habit. Is, to give that element of approachability these days, especially with the medias and phones, people are absolutely forgotten to be approachable. And you are like outstanding, and so I'm really grateful, so I must appreciate you for that.
Sanya, I think it goes both ways because you are approachable and you know how to talk and you know how to put forward your stand. And the humble heart and the peaceful and the beautiful heart of yours allows me to move forward with you and be open and be true. And you allow my viewpoints on the table. So, what is it important when we are having a talk? It cannot be a one way talk. So, you have always allowed me to put it in a two-way talk. So, that is why when you had a call and you had a talk with me, I said, yes, I can talk with you. So, I don't have to be, doing that kind of limelight kind of a thing. So, yeah.
Very sweet. I really
Yeah.
Anuja, I just want to tell my viewers that you are a working member of BJP. You're a karyakarta there. You've served in BJP, and right now you're working in BJP from your point of view, and you're, as a karyakarta. And today we are talking, you will be talking from the standpoint of the government. And it's an open secret today that whatever is happening in Jantar Mantar and the things which are happening and how people are reacting to it. So, my question to you is that what is your understanding, your perspective of the situation first? The situation.
Sanya, to put it forward, my heart goes out to each and every kid because I also have kids. And it is very sad to see the state and the plight of the kids today at Jantar Mantar who have become an adda or had become an agenda of the political people who are going to abuse them and reuse them for their own political benefit. Why I'm saying this? I am not saying this because I'm there at the BJP government and I know what BJP government is doing in a good sense for these kids. Why I'm saying them kids? Because yes, it was started with kids. Now the protest is like a protest. They want to do it in Nepal, which they have done it in Bangladesh. The Gen Z word has been taken it up and been remolded and has been abused for their own political benefit. To start with, I would say that, as I said, that whatever is happening right now is very sad and they are being used by the opposition parties for their own political agenda. Anybody can say that, and it was very sad to see women abusing and I've sad to see children abusing. I've sad to see many people who are abusing the BJP government and moreover Modi ji. What is their contention? The contention is that the Dharmendra Pradhan, who is the cabinet minister in BJP's government in union, for a resignation. The one of the stand is this, and secondly, they would like to talk about it, and they want to make accountability, responsibility, and liability of Dharmendra Pradhan. And this is not coming forward, so that is their protest. They are talking about a protest. I feel little sad on this that okay, you are trying to bring it accountability and the liability, and which is very much true for the any government to take it over, because that is where the governments are for. And when you make laws and you make policies and schemes, it is for the benefit of the people of India. If you find somewhere that the things are not being done accordingly to you, you have a full right to protest. Nobody stops you. That is what happened in Jantar Mantar, and it was being given the color code by Sonam Wangchuk. He sat on a strike and he was there for the fast for so many days. And, people have started saying that Modi ji is a heartless and he's a bastard and he has, I mean, all kind of things. He's a terrorist. I can't say, it's been sad also to listen to all of this. As I again say, my heart goes out to the kids, but is this the right way of putting it forward? Why? Because your protest was a protest. How come your protest has become the protest or a playing ground for the Pakistani people who have there are 480 Pakistan handles which have been blocked now. There have been Rahul Gandhi and the whole Indie bloc is there now. There are the other communities like the Muslim community is also there. The goons of various areas we have seen that they are there and they are putting up the flag. What should be a protest? A protest was of the NEET exam. Now it is no more a protest. It is to bring Modi's government crash down. There is a difference. So now the protest has taken the stand of a goons party. Where the goons are trying to infiltrate the national security, and also it is also trying to portray with the lives of the children. People are trying to portray that this country does not care about kids. I don't know why this kind of a thing is there. When you have an issue of some problem, what you require is a solution. And the solution was being given to them. We were trying to give them the solution of everything. The minute the NEET exam papers were leaked, the arrests have been there was this SIT was being put up forward by the government. Where fast track court now has been put up forward by the government, and there are around 3, 4, 5 many people have been also been arrested. And what we have looked into is that the arrest has been, because this is what I am also going to put it forward to you, which is going to be the real fact, because I don't want to say something which has not been there. So I'm going to give you the facts in this. So the what we look forward, and it is what is going on is very sad. Why? Because when BJP is standing with the kids, why and how they are saying that things are not happening in their favor. Right now, the monsoon session is also going on. So I am just saying that there is an issue, and we are there to give you the solution. What is your solution? The solution is asking Dharmendra Pradhan's resignation. If one person gives your resignation, whoever comes, your issue is to stop the leak of the paper. How does a resignation will stop the leak of a paper? Now, whoever will come and take the place, is there a possibility that the leak of the paper will not be there? How is this that can be told by anybody that the leak of the paper will not be there or it will be there? Nobody can say that. So what was it that the thing was to be done is that we stop the leak of the paper. And you know that we have taken the help of Indian Air Force also this time, and the papers were being flown from here and there. And we have done our best in many areas. And there are children also who have come, first and second, and they've also cleared their papers in a good way, and that the children have been top in these NEET exam papers also recently. And they have come forward and they have said that you're wasting your time, and they're telling to the kids. Though those NEET kids are telling to the other kids, you're wasting your time. Right now, you should have sat, you should have studied, and you should have come back and done the papers. So accordingly to the NEET, the paper leak, 10 arrests have been done so far. The CBI has arrested an organized network involving teachers, coaching operators, middlemen, and candidates. So there has been an alleged masterminds, P.V. Kulkarni and Manisha Mandhare. So what we are doing is we are giving you the solution.
Hmm.
Okay. Now, when they talk about, and they're talking about that, we need the resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan.
Ji.
As I told you, the Dharmendra Pradhan resignation could have been coming forward if the same heart could have been shown by the opposition and the Congress rule when they were there in their era, and the papers which were leaked in their time, was there a resignation from their part. If you talk about Jammu Kashmir, the Service Selection Board examination paper was leaked in Congress National Conference government was in power.
Hmm.
Who gave the resignation? In Himachal Pradesh, the School Education Board examination paper was leaked under the government, Congress government. In Jharkhand, the JAC Hindi and Science examination paper were leaked during the Congress Jharkhand Mukti Morcha government. Telangana, I'm telling you why, because this should be known to the people, to the viewers. The Telangana, the intermediate language examination paper was leaked under the Congress government, which had CPI support. Similarly, there were allegations of paper leak in SSC language examination. In Tamil Nadu, the B.Ed examination paper was leaked when the opposition was in power. In West Bengal, you're listening to it, right? The West Bengal, the police constable recruitment examination paper, constable recruitment examination paper was leaked when the TMC, Congress TMC government was in power. In Punjab, there was a paper leak in the Punjab Subordinate Services Selection Board Group D examination. Kerala, irregularities were reported in 26 PSC examination. In Karnataka, with the Congress government is in power, there were allegations of PUC examination paper leak. This is just few incidences we are telling you. So what has happened that Rahul Gandhi, who is now every time he wants to become a hero, and I don't know, whenever we try to tell him, we try to talk about with the opposition, I don't know why do they play this drama. You can also see that opposition and the Indie Alliance people, they went to sat in front of PM Modi's house. Yep. Rather than a Jantar Mantar. So first of all, who are you with? You are saying you're with the kids. Why did you go to PM Modi's place you should have gone to? Sonam Wangchuk's wife says that Rahul Gandhi and the India Alliance, they are not sincere people. And she has said that. Why? Because she said that they created a ruckus rather. Sitting at PM house, why didn't they join us? So the sincerity can be seen. Now, what are we talking about is the objective. Yeah. And the justice. Yes. I can only say that what objective and justice you're looking into, have you been an example of that, Mr. Rahul Gandhi? Did your government has given that example of taking the resignation of then the education ministers? Why you did not give a resignation at that time of that government, and Sonia Gandhi who was there, Manmohan Singh who was there? You could have taken the resignation from your own parties. So create an example when you're trying to, just don't hit the buck just because you have to do it. Come with the prepared stuff so that we also understand and we say, yes, you have done something. You have balls. You have done it. And believe me, you are exemplary examples of putting up forward this kind of resignation issues. There was no resignation. Now, when we asked them, the same thing I remembered in when there was a problem with Manipuri issue. Yeah. You know, Manipur was, they wanted Modi ji to come and speak. Yeah. Rather than Amit Shah ji has already spoken on at that time at length and they talked about it. So they brought Modi ji on the floor. Modi ji came and they did not talk about Manipur. They walked out. We are now also saying we are open to talk in the parliament. And we also said to the protesters, we are ready to talk with you anywhere, everywhere. Wherever you say, we'll talk with the protesters. Protesters said, we are going to take the place. We are going to choose the place and we will take the time. Then we'll talk to the government. We said we are ready with that. And in parliament session, we said we're not going to shy away. We are ready to take that thing forward. Why aren't you there, Mr. Rahul Gandhi? Why are you not there at the India Alliance? Where are you? Why are you running from here and there and not the parliament where you wanted to talk on this issue and you said you wanted to talk? Now, when we said we are ready to talk, you ran away again. You're doing a boycott. So, are you wanting to talk about it? The objective is just to create a ruckus, or you're just trying to throw the buck from here and there? So, what is it? That is what we are trying to figure it out, that why and how these things are been happening. If we see how this whole protest has become violent, when we look at the people who are coming and supporting these people, the kids are kids. They can be molded. They are the Gen Z of India. You are going to give them a direction. But if you're going to take their energy into a wrong way, you will destroy Bharat. And you know who all are there and coming and supporting are all those people who are also having a funding from the NGOs from outside, which Amit Shahji has stopped those fundings now under the law. The recent law has been put up forward. If I tell you the anti-national terror people who are behind this, it's Saeed Qasim Rasool Illas. He's SIMI founder figure and a father of anti-national agitator Umar Khalid. He was there. Colin Gonsalves is a notorious lawyer who filed mercy petition for 2611 Pakistani terrorist Ajmal Kasab. The communal and a breaking India leftist is Nandita Narayan, openly brainwashes students into Maxim and advocates for Reuters like Sarjeel Imam and Umar Khalid. Arunadhati Roy, a known terror sympathizer, claimed Kashmir is not an integral part of India. A known instigator, that is Rakesh Takit. You know, he was the one who instigated the Kisans. He was the one who was talking on it. One of the masterminds behind violence in national capital during Republic Day in the grab of farmer protest. He is back with another round of disruption in cahoots with the CGP. Then we talk about Yogendra Yadav. He's there. He's been trying to engineer the street violence. I hope for resistance movement in the streets in the next few years. This is what his post is. If we talk about how we have also seen Shabana Azmi. She was there. Shabana Azmi was there. When you're talking about what kind of a slogans are being put, smash Brahm municipal patriarchy. That is Brahm municipal patriarchy and smash Hinduism, fascism. सीता की पति के नाम, नीता के पति के नाम, Kunal Kamra makes objectionable remark at CJP. Sita ke pati ka naam and Nita ke pati ke naam. So you imagine, what are they doing? They are saying they're calling Delhi police as a RSS goons. And they are also compared Sonam Wangchuk court-directed hospitalization to as a mafia kidnapping. The court they are setting as a mafia kidnapping. Imagine what is happening when you are directing and you are putting their Inqilab Zindabad. You're taking Hindus are the terrorist. You're talking about Sita. You're degradedly talking about all those things which is not connected with the neat papers.
Yeah.
What are you talking? I feel sad. Again, I'm a mother. I know 20 kids around have been they've taken their lives. I wish I could bring them back. I wish me means my same government, BJP, was under the leadership of the loved Prime Minister of India in the whole world. There must be something about Mr. Narendra Modi that people are talking about. But back in India, who is the one who's putting the knife at the back of Narendra Modi are their own people. Whenever something happens, Article 3670, Talaq, Triple Talaq was there, Operation Sindoor. Who are the ones who are talking about all of this? Who are these people? Who are creating this ruckus? They say it was a peaceful protest. When we talk about Sonam Wangchuk says that anti-social elements are taking advantage. Rahul Gandhi and India Alliance people, they went to Gandhi Smriti and doing drama there, and they're sitting there. I don't know what they're doing. Anonymous food, and you have heard the burger and the pizza and the water and everything is coming up. Who's doing this? Who's giving them money? Who's generating all this money? Now, even CJP spokesperson Ashutosh Ranka says that's infiltrated by anti-social elements in the protest, which is a peaceful protest. Believe me, you, that the protest which was started as peaceful, it included kids. Now CJP has become a party of goons. We were giving you solutions, but they did not want this solution to happen. And I am just trying to give you more concerns on this because it is endless. If we go back, how many times this kind of a ruckus and Bharat Todo Abhiyan has been taken, this Abhiyan, this strategy, this toolkit has been taken up, in which we also know that the foreign people like Donald Trump is also involved during Modi's election period. He has put a lot of money in India and infiltrated it. How come these things have been happening in 2026? This time, CGP protests have happened. Farm laws 2021. You have seen how it has created a ruckus. It was no more a farm law in 2019 and 2020 CAA. That was there. Have you remember those things?
Yeah.
Now, every time when you see who are the people who are being brutalized, is a normal, innocent man. They don't care. Have you seen I stay in India and I stay, and my office is there in Janpat, where near that area in CP. I don't see stones there. It's a road. Who got stones? Is this Kashmir during Congress UPA times? Is this Kashmir? Because in Kashmir we used to see stone peddling. Same toolkit you're seeing it here. From where are you getting the stones? Who got the stones? Because there was no stones there. So imagine they are throwing, if you're talking about, I cannot compare the lives of the children with whatever I'm going to say now, but it is there. There have been policemen who have also been injured. Many policemen don't they have kids? Don't they have wives or mothers at home? You're just throwing because you're being paid every day. You're being paid every day because that is your job. That is your work which you're doing right now. What has become? It has become a picnic spot. People are coming there to enjoy, having burger, having pizza. Throw a stone, one or two. And then they say, why are we putting a tear gas? How do you control a mob? How do you control a mob? It's a mob lynching which is happening. How do you control? What about those poor journalists? A guy was beaten up, a male journalist, a female girl was groped. And then they're taking out the fake news that the 12 standard girl was there and she was being kicked badly. She was there in RML hospital. She was there. She was there. She's alive. And people said that she died. There was this, chat has been opened up, and it was between these CGP goons, the ones who believe that they are going to bring something, and they said that if there is a death, it will bring a larger pressure on Modi's government, and the Modi government, they wanted Modi's government to fall. It was not. It was never about NEET. If this would have been about NEET, when government is ready to talk, why are you not talking?
Can I just ask you one question here? Because I wanted to understand what your understanding is about. But you've said a lot of things and I see your point. But at the same time, I want to ask you that when you hear children like the young generation, and they say that we are not with any party, we're talking about the right to be able to, make our voice heard. So why? Because I was questioning someone from where this CJP came. CJP is a cockroach Janata Party. And I was surprised that why this name has come. And then I learnt that there was some justice from the
CGI, Chief Justice of India.
Yeah. He said that.
And he talked about the advocates, actually, the ones who.
Okay, he didn't speak about the young because he says these young people are like cockroaches. And then this guy, Bishit, this Dipke, he
Yes, yes.
made it a kind of a viral and all that stuff. So my question to you is that, I mean, it's a simple thought that I want to ask you is from your perspective that when people who are lawmakers,
Mm.
who are protectors,
Mm.
like you are a mom, you will do
Mm.
everything to make sure your children are doing fine. Of course, at times you
Mm.
punish your children, and you have the right
Mm.
also. I think the
Mm.
same thing has the government also. They have the right to even punish.
Mm.
But do you think, from your standpoint, that
Mm.
the lawmakers today have this ability to, very insensitively speak for the masses like that? If that is true, you have to correct me. That I've heard that he said it for young children that they're like cockroaches. And if it is true, do you think it brings out and then whatever is brought out? Because if a child with hopelessness can kill himself, then their sensitivities can land anywhere. And you see the whole thing. So, do you see that our lawmakers and our law protectors are probably missing the point? Or do you think that this is only about playing blame game and scapegoating? How do you see that?
So, I know you, cockroach was the word was actually was been, yeah, was spoken by the Chief Justice of India. And it was sad that it was being put forward. But somewhere down the lane, this was the name which was being taken up by the CGP later, and they have already made this party kind of a thing, in a memorandum already. They were just maybe waiting for the name, and it came across with the CGI when he said that, Chief Justice of India, when he said that thing forward. These actually the laws are being made by in the parliament, in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha.
Yeah.
So in courts, the constitution has been safeguarded and the legal rights have been safeguarded. It is sad when um, these kind of things have come up and talked about, but then it was also on a context of where the PILs have been coming up, which has no sense. There are times when you have seen that lawyers who speak in a very bad language, then the children who have just started doing the law practice, they do not have a decorum of how to speak and how. So, to put them in line and place, after that, Chief Justice also of India has also said that that was not in that term what he was talking about, and he did say that. But till then, the harm was been done. And if we talk about you talking about the lawmakers are in Parliament. But here, this side, yes, the I think loose language has been spoken everywhere most of the times, just to put their word forward.
Yeah, I just want to, like, you are also a criminal advocate, if I correctly. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah,
So you understand judiciary of India very well.
yeah,
Yeah. So I just want to make it a point here that you're a criminal advocate.
yeah. Criminal justice system. I understand. Yes.
You do understand very well, and you're practicing in Supreme Court, or you're
So, Supreme Court and High Court, there are PIOs, and then these in the lower courts we talk about that. In subordinate courts we bring up the trials, and yes, I am also a matrimonial lawyer. I speak on family laws too, and recently I also extended myself in studying and becoming a Supreme Court mediator. So I'm also a certified mediator now,
okay.
which has now believed in that. Yeah.
So you have a full, like, you're a pretty sound, informed woman here. So I just want people to understand that there's an informed person in front of us. So what I want to say is, like, as you said, lose. I would also say, like, I mean, I feel very sorry because for me it's very important of anything which is happening, in the world. I think there has to be a kind of a decorum. Whatever you're saying, you could be disagreeing, you could be you could be completely saying that this is all not okay. But I think the same wise, I would say, I have been seeing young people There's a lady from Rishikesh. I was shocked. She was abusing. She's basically a spiritual person and who's been abusing people from the BJP. I would say the same thing for them also. Like, people need to learn to communicate first of all. They need to come forward and let their, the voice can be heard, but you cannot be making sounds, because these abuses are just sounds. They don't reach anywhere. So you need to come and make the point. So it is for both the people, like, but especially to you, because you're a lawyer, you know exactly how to drive a point. So now when you're talking in the standpoint for the government, because I have personally met Mr. Narendra Modi few weeks back, he was in Sweden. I've personally met him. We shook hands, we met eyes, and I had asked him a question. So would you remember me, because I'm going to have soon a talk with you? And he said, yes. I said, I will definitely have a talk with you. He says, yeah, I'll remember you. So the kind of persona he has, I was overwhelmed. He made my day. So I have to admit to it that this man is got a power and energy of 1,000 men, definitely. But having said that, when people understand or perceive something, I think that becomes all the more prerogative, especially when you are in standpoint for politics, because you're running such a massive country. India is country of many countries. I live in a tiny little country. If I tell you I live in Sweden, that is 1/10 of Delhi in distance wise. People wise, it's like Delhi has 16 to 20, I think 16 to 18 million people. And we are just about 10 million. It's half. And we are like, so there's no comparison of India. India is huge in every aspect. So it becomes, that's why Narendra Modi ji's leadership is awed by NRIs, because he has come forward with a lot of things which probably in the past has happened. But having all that said, I want to ask you, because you are talking for the government, for Mr. Narendra Modi, that how do you justify the when the youth come out and say we are not heard, and when they are being beaten up by the protectors of the country who's supposed to protect. Like, when a child comes, you're a mom, you will understand, and he's doing wrong things. You will hit him, but not hurt him. You will hit, you will punish, but not hurt. And I feel there's a fine line there. And I think that line has been broken by a lot of people here in this ruckus. And that line is broken by people too, normal people, when they're abusing, when they're doing. This is line breaking. I don't think we need to do all that. But I'm talking from the government standpoint, because you're talking for that. Do you really see that? I mean, I just need to ask you, and I need to hear, because I am curious. I'm not there. So I'm very curious. And as I told you, I'm overwhelmed with Modi ji. I think he was just outstanding. But it's also very important for me to, because that belief that he created in few seconds, I don't want that to go. But I also want to have the right picture. And you are the right person. That's why I'm asking you this. Are you with me?
Sanya, yes, I can see the overwhelming of you. And this is what he does with each one of us. We all are overwhelmed by the persona he carries. He walked the talk. Believe me, I'm not saying it in in a beautifully designed way, but this is the truth. Modi ji will not come down on the road and start beating the people. This is not what he does. He does not beat people. What is you saying that people are beating is not Modi ji who's doing. Nobody is beating kids. Police is there. Okay. Who is police? What is the job of a police? The job of a police is to protect the government also where the people who are staying. Now, what happened was this started when they said Chalo Sansad. Who said Chalo Sansad? Parliament. Who said Chalo Parliament? The parliament was been happening. Rahul Gandhi. Till then, everything was okay. They have been sitting peacefully for so many days. Minute the politician came on the ground and with a mellified intention. And when he said on 21st of July, Chalo Sansad, what happened? We have to stop the people from going to the parliament. Why? Because the parliament is going on. People can get also inside. We also have to take their security. What is the duty? If something would have happened, what would you have asked? What was the policeman doing? Why did they not take care of it? What do you ask when if some rape happens or an assault happens? What do you say? What was police doing? Why didn't they do anything? So I would feel that the police who does also something are bad, and who does not do also anything, then they're also bad. Hai na? So what are we trying to talk about? Should they do the job or not? Should they leave it and they go back home and sit in their home and do whatever they need to do? Huh? They are a police people. So they have to stop the people from going into the parliament areas. How do you stop? You will throw a tear gas so that it is a mob, and mobs are unpredictable. And when it is done with the goons and the politicians, it becomes out of your hand. How do you stop? You scare them. You have to do lathi charge. Do you know in Punjab, lathi charge just happened? On again, there was a paper which was being leaked. I have this major exam scandal in Punjab, which Punjab pharmacy exam paper was being leaked. What happened? You know what the police were doing? They were doing lathi charge. Where do you don't see lathi charge? Lathi charge and tear gas are the two things to take in control of the mob. How? I'll give you the position. How will you take control of a mob? Please tell me. You can do it with your sweet talks. Can you do that in your sweet talks?
No, not at all.
You won't.
In violence.
No, you will not do that. You will not do that.
But I have understood.
Once if the lathi charge has been done, to set them not to move forward and to please go back where you're standing. We are not taking off. We didn't do anything with the tent and all. We kept it there. We did not request the tent where they were sitting. The first commissioner was there. The second commissioner was being changed. Why? Because now the things, when the things are not in hand, the people will get more hurt. You know, in this kind of a protest, a rape can happen. In these kind of a protest, the assaults, the people who are coming, they can also get into this position. They can do, you know, the cheatings and their thieves could be there, and the assaults can happen. What do you think a policeman has to do? Yeah.
There are just 2 and 3 things I have to say. One is that when children are saying, you know, there are children who are, children means young people, young adults, they are saying that I was doing a very peaceful protest and somebody just comes and starts hitting me just because I'm saying that I need the resignation of whoever he is saying. So what I'm saying is that when people are demanding something and they're just speaking and somebody just comes and hits you, abuses you, and that is something which is what one is saying. It is a mob, as you're saying. It becomes that situation. And then when it is violence, then violence is dealt with violence. The wars are happening today, are all around the world. That's what they're doing. But what I'm trying to say is that one is this. The second thing is that on 20th, and this is like open book, Mr. Sonam Wangchuk was lifted by his body and taken away. I don't know what was the purpose of doing that. I don't understand that. But that's truth. That has been shown in the videos. Now, and it was done by the police. And the third is when people from the industry, people are coming like Nasiruddin Shah, like Shabana Azmi, like many more, like even Shekhar Sonamji, and even Shashi Tharoor. He's been opening up and telling that this is not in line with democratic behavior. So what do you have to say to all of these people who are maybe passionately, maybe emotionally seeing situations and talking for the, children of today? How do you have to say on that?
Okay, so I would say that you don't have a full picture of it. That is why you're asking these questions. Do you know when did the protest started? When did the protest started of CJP?
You mean when was this whole? I think before when the NEET exam had happened, like the NEET.
So I'll give you. I'll give you. I think that is why I'm saying you don't have a picture. You just have an Instagram story. So the pictures, yeah.
I do have.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I'm with you.
No, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. It started on 6th of June.
Yeah.
Did police beat? Yeah. So did police beat them up on 6th of June?
No.
Did you get any reports?
No.
When did they beat them?
I don't have the dates, but yes, we've seen it.
So then I am telling you. I'm telling you. Yeah. So see, this is how fake news comes up.
Yes.
So 6th of June, this started. It happened on 21st of June that Wangchuk was being taken away.
Yeah.
Till then, any news of lathi charge? Any news of tear gas? Any use of violence and excessive force? No. You can't say that because you don't know it. Do you know why was Wangchuk was being picked up?
Mm-hmm.
On whose order?
No, I don't know.
High Court order. So I am telling you, half of the people don't know, and it's not your fault. So the Delhi High Court ordered that activist Sonam Wangchuk, who was on hunger strike, be shifted from Safdarjung Hospital. And from Safdarjung Hospital, again, the court was being ordered because his vitals were going away. The Advocate General, the Attorney General of India, spoke on it in the court that his vitals are not good. So who ordered? Court ordered. So please write it down. The next time you say it is the court who ordered, it was not BJP government. So that is why, just to not to create more of the ruckus, and so we try to protect it in a way so that early in the morning, so that he can be taken up from the side, because he will say, no, I don't want to. I will not go. So that is why he was being taken to the Safdarjung Hospital, from where he was shifted to Medanta Hospital, where he also gave his in written that he wants to be shifted to the hospital of his own choice. All right. So this is where it needs to be heard and talked about. Okay. Now, when you talk about the violence, it happened on 2021 when it said Sunset in Chalo, Sunset Chalo. Okay. Before that, everything was peaceful. Before that, there were kids who were sitting. Before that, nobody knew that there is something happening in Jantar Mandir. Do you know that?
Yeah.
So who did this? Yeah. So this is why I'm telling you, and I'm good you have asked these questions, because I want these things to be told to the people of India, to the viewers who and to outside world also, so that who does not understand what was happening. We picked up Sonam Wangchuk on the order of the court because he needs his vitals. We didn't wanted him to die. And we also wanted his protest to go on if he wants to. Okay? So just on the vital areas, it was being brought under observation. He still does not give up his fasting. He's still on fast. So just to be clearer on that, the violation of the rights which people are talking about, it never happened. The police just did their job on 21st, when they said that Bharat Sansad Chalo, Rahul Gandhi incited, Alka Lamba incited, the people of Indie Alliance incited, Priyanka Gandhi incited, and that was the time when Rahul Gandhi was also picked up, and Priyanka Gandhi was also picked up. We had to take care because lots of people came from, I don't know from where, because at that time, it was no more peaceful protest. It took the turn of the violent protest. It has to be taken care of, and this was the right way, and this is the right way of taking care of it. You have to put a tear gas so that they do not move forward. This is the time when the water cannons are also being put up, and the lathi charge has to be done if the things. What happens? How does the stone pelting also started? So we also have to see. You just asked me this question. You never asked me who gave them the stones. How does the stones came up? Why the people were throwing stones at the police? Why, when it was a protest? So you have to understand that this is no more a protest, which was a peaceful protest. The peaceful protest was till 20th of June. Nobody knew. You will never find anything else where the violence, even their stage was being set up the same. Only on the count of the high or the courts which intervened, or they had it. It was being talked about because his vitals were going very low.
Just want to, like, I do understand like what you're saying, and I appreciate that you're giving me the timeline. A lot of people are not aware of the timeline, so which is very, very good. But and I agree with you. There's a lot of Insta media which is so much of half information here and there. And that's why I thought I'll talk to you, because I know you're in it. But Anuja, I don't know. I can only tell you from my point of view, like people here in places like here in Europe, when someone is really going through a heart disease And when that person
Mhm.
says, I don't want to live, just an example.
Mm.
In our countries,
Mm.
he's not supposed to take his life. It's illegal. So my question to you is from that point of view. Let's stick on.
You're talking on euthanasia.
Yeah, I'm talking on that, and I'm also talking on Sonam Wanchuk, because what I have heard from the reels, because I haven't personally talked to Mr. Sonam, but from the reels, that he was not willing to shift anywhere. But even though there has been a good intention for him by the High Court, but there is a right of an individual. He said, my mind is still on, because that I saw. I still got that. He says, I'm not mad here. It's my choice. I'm doing it by my choice. So I need to infiltrate my own right to stay here. It's my choice. Nobody's pressuring me to do what I'm doing. He's very clearly stated it. So what my intention was to ask you was, how is it that High Court is making these orders in India today? Is this a signal of democracy? Is it democracy? Is it by the people for the people? And is it that? Like, I'm just asking, because how is it that is? But I agree that a lot of people will deny this, because even when somebody, yeah. So please tell me your thoughts on that.
What, as I told you, that he was being taken because we had a talk. So High Court intervenes on taking him to the Vedanta Hospital, Gurgaon. And when he was there at Safdarjung, because his vitals, and the doctors were keeping on checking on him, and then they had a talk about that with the courts that his vitals are going wrong. So he had to be shifted. What else to be done? Look, protest is not your fundamental right. It is your right. I don't see that a right to protest is your fundamental right. It can be your way. So I'm going to speak to it on that term. Yes, right to protest is your fundamental right. It has been spoken on that. It is your fundamental right, and it is your democratic right, actually. And with this, if it is a constitutionally based, and it has there in Article 19(1)(a) and 19(1)(b), it has been said that the freedom of speech and expression and a right to assembly, when you assemble peacefully and without arms. So this is your fundamental right. So right to protest, when it becomes your fundamental right, a right to die is not your fundamental right. Till now in India, we have a right to live in dignity, and that comes into Article 21. We talk about the right to live, and without coercion, and without fear, and that is there. But right to die, euthanasia is not your fundamental right. It has to be governed by the Court of India. Okay, I say termination of the womb is not your right. But now the court has been started saying that, yes, if there is a rape case, the termination can be done. So, right to die, you are on fast, and you're on a protest, and you're on Anna Hazare also there. It was there, but nobody would see somebody dying. We have to intervene. People have to intervene, because you can't see somebody dying. And right to protest is there. Dharmendra Pradhan also protested in Odisha for a paper which was being leaked, and he was also in a lathi charge during that time. I think in 1988 or someplace there was a lathi charge also. So how come they're talking about lathi charge, which is here happened? It's a police thing. Police will do lathi charge, because how to tackle the crowd and the mob. So he was also hurt. He was also hurt in that. So the lathi charge was there. But if somebody is on the protest, if that person is about to die, you can protest till your death. Who says that? So somebody has to intervene in that. So you keep on doing the protest if it is peaceful, and as long as you can do, yes. But intervention of the police, and to believe me, Sonam Wangchuk is still fasting. To all the viewers, is still on fast. Nobody has intervened, put any kind of intravenous in him. No doctors. It's just that he's under observation. If something happens, again, you will blame the government. So what is there? We can't see at least some person who's going to be die. So what is there? Yes, the protests are being done usually to bring to the notice of something. And yes, Sonam Wangchuk has done that. He has brought it something in a very sincere and in a very polite manner.
Yeah.
He did that. He was never the one who wanted to incite a violence. He was not that. So when did government shy away? Government said yes. There are two things. Again, taking out a solution and a resignation is a two thing. We have given an accountability and a liability and a responsibility to the people of 10 people who have arrested. Accountability and what do you want? You want the accused to be arrested? The thing should not happen again. We can make a law. Hmm? Even if we make a law, I have seen in UAE also. Do you think rapist stops raping? Something, the crime is such that it is embedded in the society. As a criminal psychologist, I have put forward in my podcasts and have said that you cannot eradicate crime, but you can slow it down with, a constant approach of making up good laws, exemplary laws, with good police intervention and reforms, with society who understand and a good citizen, a good Smartian, it is a full circle. Just can't blame someone on one side only. We have taken the accountability. We have taken the responsibility, and we as a government liable. For us, we have also taken up that we were ready to give 1 crore each to each child who have died. I think that was also one of the contention which was there in by the CJP. They wanted that the kids to be parents to be given the compensation. We said yes, we will give the compensation. Please tell us, what is it that we are not doing? We are ready to talk. We have brought FCRA also, which was actually doing all these kind of thing. I know why. Now if we talk about FCRA and we talk about, so people who say, why are you talking FCRA? Is it connected to NEET? So how come the resignation is connected with the NEET? So the NEET is talking about
The full form of FCRA.
so foreign funding is the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act. Okay, which has been placed now. It is a bill. Okay, and NGO, trust, societies, and Section 8 companies that receive foreign funding must obtain an FCRA registration or prior permission. Okay, it was there. Now that has been blocked. So that the people who are creating a ruckus should be again responsible, and they have to now tell in an open way from where did they get the donation, who did it, from where they are getting these kind of money in their NGOs, because it is very easy. CSR, when we talk about the businessman can give to a charity in NGO.
Yeah.
Who are these businessmen? And who are these doing it for you? So this is an Indian law enacted to regulate the acceptance and utilization of foreign donations or contributions by individuals, associations, and companies, administered by the Ministry of Home Affairs, that is Mr. Amit Shahji. Its primary goal is to ensure that foreign funds do not adversely impact India's national security, sovereignty, and democratic values. So now, where the FCR registration certificates are typically valid for 5 years and must be renewed to continue receiving funds. So now this has become a law now. And where the whole situation has come up is because the people who have been using India for their own benefit. Now, this has been introduced in Lok Sabha on March 25th, 2026, and is currently pending in Parliament, which has now been taken up and has been enforced, so that the bill will bring the block in the foreign funding. It is, we have also seen these fundings have you seen Khalistanis and, the Pakistan, and you have seen that is now been taken care of. So it has been there. So that is where we are coming up. So as I said, you have to, as you said, it's a very clear, not a clear line, it's a very imaginary line in between. We have to understand, what do you want? Do you want the accountability and the responsibility and the liability of the government? We are there for you. We are doing that. We will do anything and everything which is required. Resignation is a political agenda. Please understand, don't go into something which does not make sense. So politically, resignation, how will it help with maybe in future, you know, after this, how it's going to be? Again, you will ask for the law only, na? That, ma'am, please create a good law. So how the resignation will help you? You need a law. You need the accountability of the people who have done this. You want them behind bars and you want the strictest of rules. How does a resignation will help you? Yeah.
One thing I want to ask you, Anuja, because somebody who's leading the pack, somebody who's a minister, who's making sure the education of India is well set up, and if there is a leak in such a massive way, I mean, it's everywhere. It's so natural. If you are not able to perform, you step down. What's wrong in it?
That's what I asked you. And I told you before that. So many papers, you have written it down. Please tell me, in Congress time, was the time the who was the education minister, did he step down?
No,
Please tell me.
No, I agree.
No. Don't agree, please. Don't agree with
I
me.
agree
Don't
with
agree.
that because nobody stepped down there too. But the question today is that because someone else is not doing the right thing, so do we get the license to do the same thing? That question. That's the question. Because nowadays people are completely aware. People are aware. Information is everywhere. You can put on the chat GPT. You can get everything informed. The information is floating. Everybody is knowing everything. Now
No, everybody is not knowing everything. Right now, I've corrected you many times. So no, not everybody, because there's a lot of fake news which also travels.
I agree.
Very sad.
Not everybody is knowing everything, but that's why I'm on board with you today. I mean, I am on board with you today because I want to be corrected so that the information from your side comes across. So my thing across telling you that I'm not aware is the fact, because I want to be aware from the right source. So that's what I'm trying to say. People who want to go to the right source, it could be Chat GPT, it could be Anuja GPT, it could be. So they are there. My question to you is, Anuja, that I'm not saying somebody should step up and step down, but when people are demanding this, I want to ask if the government today is understanding that there has been a miss, which everybody is agreeing. You're also agreeing that the children's death is not okay. So there has been, but there could be many factors. Those factors have to come up. I mean, I don't want to go into detailing now because I haven't really done that homework with me. But mota, if I have to ask you, when children know these days, the education is so expensive. And when parents are doing all the things to make sure one of the person from the family to be able to fix it, and then these leaks happen, that can create stoke in somebody's head. And that's what happened. Now, when these things happen, it is not about anything. It is about seeing the sensitivity of the situation and accepting for what it is. He doesn't have to step down. He has to accept it that, yes, there has been a complete failure of the system. And it has been failure of systems in many years, not just 14 last years, but 70 years. There has been, our country got totally, Pakistan happened. It was a failure of a system. So it's been fake. Our system has been failed not one time, multi times. But the question today is that, do we want to continue to keep the system failing, or do we want to correct it?
The question which you are putting it forward, I'm again asking you. You are sitting at a place, you must be at a position in your workplace. Are you?
Yeah.
What if something, if you're there at a cash flow, maybe something comes up with you? People start demanding your resignation. And you know that you've not done something which is wrong. I'm just saying that, how come sometimes the resignation will give your kind of a help to your area. Sometimes you need an investigation. Who are under your people? How many times have you asked a resignation from your boss? You haven't. You are get rather been gone away. So that's what I'm saying. It's easy to speak. Okay, it's very easy to speak. Please give your resignation. It's just because you are being groomed by a political party. Resignation is a political word. It is not. It is not a part of this. What you will say? Huh? What you will say? You will say a girl has been raped or assaulted. What will you say? Please find my killer. Or what you will say? You will ask Amit Shah to leave.
I'm with you.
When will Amit Shah leave? No, when will Amit Shah will leave? What will I do? I will say that please find my killer first. I need to know who did it, or I find my perpetrator first. Please ask the person who raped me. I want him to be behind bars. This is the first thing you're going to ask, or you're going to go to ask, Amit Shah, you resign. You raped me.
No.
So who raped you? Amit Shah raped you, or the person who was the perpetrator raped you? So what is your first contention? The first state. And what is the first state? Arresting the criminal. Okay? That is what you're looking into. So please don't mix resignation. It is the accountability. We must have also, as sat in that times as an opposition, we must have also demand Kapil Sibal to move out from your place, because he was in 2012, he was also there. And there are many times that, the education ministers, how many education ministers, I'm also asking, who have come down. What is required is a system where the things should not. Because if the paper leak would have happened only in BJP's era, we would have thought about it. We would have resigned. If these papers have been leaked in Congress era, how do you do not make accountable of the Congress era also? Please. How do you say no? How do you say no to the people who have also said that they were also been doing this papers would have, so they should also have known that what kind of a system it is. It is not easy to contain the paper leak. They also know that it is not that easy to contain, because from where the press, the thing has been made up from there till the press and till forward. It is a full process. We have never shied away like Congress. They have shied away and they never gave us. It was when they talk about the scam. Have you seen the scams which has happened in Congress time? Oh, because it was Congress. No. We also want our Congress to be accountable, because they're not in the government anymore. This does not give their accountability to be effaced. We are also asking them, you have been accountable. So please, what in Hindi was, जिसके घर कांच के बने हों वो दूसरों के कांच के घरों पर पत्थर नहीं मारते. Understand this. पहला पत्थर वो मारे जिसने कभी गुनाह ना किया हो. Please tell me. हम लोग गलत हो सकते हैं. We can be wrong. We're not criminals. We're also running the government. We also know that we feel the pain. Every parent is in us, because we are also a parent. Yeah. How can we be so insensitive? So we came forward and we said, we'll do everything what we can. But maro to mat aapas mein ek dusre ko. Stop doing that. Don't hit each other. Today, Salman Khan also said, please go back to your parents. Modi ji has said that he's already built up a fast track court. Please tell me, what do you require? Please tell me, if a crime has happened, what is the best sensible way of asking? Please arrest the accused. Please, there should be a fast track court and the conviction should be done. What do you ask? Resignation. Who asks resignation? The politics. So I don't know. I don't know where things are going and why it is going.
I'm listening to you. I want to ask you my last question. 2029. Do you think BJP is going to be back? It's just a simple question.
Why not? Why not? What does only the paper leak will take away what BJP has done for all of them? Where the kids are standing here right now, they have an access to outside India also. In India also, the education system has come up from outside. The people are coming here and opening up universities. Why not? What they will forget what we are doing for themselves in health also, for their parents also, for the grandparents also, for every nook and corner, from youth, for women, Garib, when we say that, from youth, from Gyan, when we talk about the girl child, when we talk about then we say youth, when we say Antyodaya, that is the people who are at the lower pedestal. And then when we talk about Garib, youth, Antyodaya, and then Nari. We have been taking care of everybody. The policies and the schemes are there. What do you think? Why Modi is getting awards? Why Modi ji is getting awards outside India? Outside India, everybody knows Modi ji, huh? They are just gaga over, and in India only there is a problem. Why? Why? Because the people on the opposite sides are corrupt. They're corrupt people. We are the ones who have been very transparent, and they have an issue. Why? Because they just talk about one community. We have been surprised. The Hindus have been surprised. That's why they keep telling we do Hindu Muslim. We don't do Hindu Muslim. You have started with that. You have given the leverage to the one community. You Muslims were our brothers. You made us hate them so much. Why? Because it is the Congress who has done it. They leveraged it because the Britishers did it. So don't give us gyan. Don't give us gyan. What we can do, we have been doing. It is there. It is voters. We can never be. We can only with folded hands. They know also in their hearts. The neat things has been there. Yes, we have been accountable. We have come up with all the things. If we have issues, we have tried to bring peace with that. If only 2029 opposition party will not vote us. I believe all the rest others should, because where India is now for 3 trillion economy, what we have been doing in defense, in agriculture, in space, whatever we are doing, please, they have to understand that. And we cannot, uh, force somebody to choose us. We have never forced somebody. We are not the people who hack EVMs. The people have given by themselves. We are the same people who have, we can only, what a crime when it has been done. What is required is a solution to it, is a resolution to it, and it is a promise to it that things that brutal or that grave should not happen again. And that is what is the job of the government. We have been doing this. We never shy away. And we have stood and we will keep standing with each and every one of us in together, in hand, with all the people of whoever. India is such a diversified country. As you said in the starting, we have so many cultures. We have so many languages. In 100 meters, the language changes in India. We have been thick and thin together. We are brothers and sisters. The political people who have connected themselves with the worst people outside India in the world who are themselves corrupt. I don't want my Bharat to fall down. I know Modi is the only one who has, the brains and the balls to bring it up. He is the one who has taken such big decisions. Ayodhya was made, the 370, where Kashmir, when the peddling was used to be done. We talk about Ayushman. We talk about Izzat Ghar, that is the toilets for women. It is just one or two things I'm taking. It's a list. It's a list in every corner with semiconductors, the startups, the areas. Please, I know NEET has happened. I'm sorry. We are sorry for that. We are trying our level best to bring everything up. We are not asking that you forgive us. We're just saying that we're a part of you. We have done mistakes. We are also coming up with the things so that we can, a bit as a parent ourselves, we can give a little peace. We can give you a little kindness. We can give you a little, a band-aid where we can be a part of you. We are trying our best that this thing should settle down, and one need should not create a future for opposition party. They are the worst. We have been thick and thin with you and standing by you all. Yeah.
When you're saying about the opposition, what do you have to say about the CJP now? Because they have suddenly come and formed. What do you have to say about?
If Modi ji was so bad, West Bengal, we would not have taken up. It was a very big thing. West Bengal, now Punjab. So West Bengal should not have been in Modi's kitty. Something is there in Modi. That is why West Bengal never have thought. Have you ever thought Mamta would have let it go?
No.
You know what she was? So please tell me. One event should not decide the future. One event, one or two events. I would not say, I know at this people will counter me and they will talk about farm laws and this. We have taken farm laws back. I am saying that we may not be perfect. but we are also not the worst. We are the lifelines of each one of us. We are still growing with you all. You all are in safe hands. Believe me, Modi is here. That is why Operation Sindoor was happening. We did surgical strike, Uri, not like Rahul Gandhi who flies to his family everywhere. He was been trying to be launched by his own party 99 times, and the century is going to happen in 100. So I will just say that things are just not in the benefit of him. And that is why he believes, because we are not looking into his community, that is Muslim community, which he has given so much of it. He has given in Waqf everything in China. So we also have, why we keep reminding the people who are at the viewers who are looking at this, so that they should know that we are not comparing, but we are telling you, don't forget that too.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm grateful, Anuja, that you have come across and made your points. And I see your, heartfelt, and you were really passionate. And I'm they must be proud of you, actually. It's perfect. And you've given your side of the story. I think for me, it was very important that somebody from BJP side also says whatever, because it's been a lot of roller coaster ride in Instagrams and, as you said, social media. And I think your part of the story was important to be shown. So grateful. Thank you so much,
Thank
Anuja.
you so much. Thank you. Thank you for reaching out to me, son. And it has always been a great way of looking forward to your podcast.